Dark Age. Hell on... Dark Age. Hell on Earth and the Scream Amidst the Iron Storm. Part 1. Introduction. When Hope is Not But Ashes. If you thought the war to topple the Empire in Book 3 was the worst it could get, brace yourselves. Dark Age is not just a book, it is a slaughterhouse of emotions. This is where heroes are ground into the dust, where noble ideals are stained with blood, and where a deep, suffocating darkness covers the entire solar system. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are reviewing Dark Age, the longest and most terrifying installment in Pierce Brown's Red Rising series. Darrow, the legendary Reaper, now finds himself besieged on the scorching planet of Mercury by an enemy who is just as brilliant as he is. Can the belief in freedom survive when death and savagery become the only law? Let's descend together into this dark era. Part 2. The most dramatic and horrifying highlights. 1. The Battle of Heliopolis, the inverse Iron Rain. Darrow and millions of Republican soldiers are trapped on the burning surface of Mercury. The most intense sequence occurs when Lysander or Lune, the exiled prince, executes a move of tactical madness. He uses the storm gods, ancient weather control machines, to summon massive electromagnetic sandstorms. The image of Darrow standing in the eye of the storm, fighting off thousands of gold troops while his high-tech senses are completely blinded, is the absolute peak of sci-fi action. 2. The Rise of Lysander, a worthy rival. This volume marks the definitive transformation of Lysander. He is no longer just the boy following Cassius. He has become a military genius with the singular ambition of restoring the old order. There is a breathless moment when Lysander faces Darrow one-on-one on the battlefield. For the first time in 10 years, we see Darrow truly taste fear, realizing he is up against a mind that is just as sharp and twice as cold as his own. 3. Hell on Mars and the Syndic's betrayal. While Darrow bleeds on Mercury, the Republic back on Luna and Mars is disintegrating. A horrifying new threat emerges. The Abomination, a twisted, young clone of the original Jackal. The psychological torture, the betrayal by former allies, and the scenes where Virginia, Mustang, must use every ounce of her intellect to narrowly escape certain death will leave you gasping for air. 4. The Death of Icons. Dark Age has no mercy. It is a book where plot armor does not exist. The most painful parts are the sacrifices of characters we have grown to love over 5 books. The previous losses we endured are nothing compared to the sight of howlers being publicly executed or crucified on the walls of Mercury. This sheer brutality pushes Darrow and his surviving friends into a state of near madness. Part 3. Artistic highlights. The beauty of savagery. Pierce Brown has composed a symphony of destruction. His prose in this volume is incredibly powerful, rich in imagery, and unflinchingly raw. The battles aren't just about fleet movements and troop counts. They are deep dives into the psychological trauma of the characters. The multi-POV structure reaches its maturity here. It provides a 360-degree view of a society literally tearing itself apart. You will find yourself loathing Lysander's actions while simultaneously being captivated by his logic. It is a masterclass in writing villains who believe they are the heroes of their own story. Part 4. Analysis and reflection. War without winners. The core message of Dark Age is heavy and haunting. In total war, the price of victory is often indistinguishable from defeat. Darrow realizes that to protect his republic, he has had to become a monster. Lysander believes he is bringing order back to a chaotic galaxy, but he is only bringing a new set of chains. The book leaves the reader in a moral dilemma. Is freedom worth the price if that price is the destruction of an entire generation? It strips away the glory of war and leaves only the mourning of the survivors. Part 5. Conclusion. A cry in the long night. The book ends on a somber, desperate note. Darrow and the few survivors are in full retreat, and the Republic is now a tiny, flickering flame about to be extinguished by a cosmic storm. Thank you for walking through this hell with me today. Were you shocked by the author's ruthlessness in this volume? Which character's fall broke your heart the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can search for the final spark of hope together in our next review. Lightbringer. Goodbye for now. And remember, in the deepest darkness, only the bravest dare to seek the light.